Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how I made a 4.3K today trading NQ futures. But before we get into the recap, let me just show you guys some proof. There it is, 4.3K today. Um, Nothing too crazy. Again, just like before we get started, I must say today was probably a day I shouldn't be trading, and well, I did. Yeah, today was very choppy, very, very choppy. So, um, Uh, my bias today was actually formed through a sweep of a previous session high. So there wasn't really a higher time frame like guidance today, in my opinion, at least a strong one that led us anywhere higher or lower. So I just went based off, previous session highs and lows. And in this case, we went up, swept this Asia high right here, as you guys can see, at 7 o'clock, 7:15 LA time. So that would be, shit, I think it's like 10:15 or something. I don't know, but it's like 3 hours ahead. Anyways, we sweep this Asia high, right? And we start to displace um, lower, like very aggressively, very, very aggressively. Unfortunately, I didn't take any of these gaps in the beginning just because there was so many stacked against each other. It would have just been, it would have been very possible for me to enter like maybe like something like this, for example, and then get stopped out, right? Because we're gonna reject out this gap. So I waited until literally the last gap to get inverse, which was this 15-minute gap. Um, and at the same time, you guys can see on the higher time frame that we were actually inversing this 1 hour gap as well. So my bias for lower was uh, pretty reasonable in this case. Pretty reasonable. But if we go back to the 15-minute chart, just let it load real quick. There it is. You can see I took this 15-minute gap. Um, And the way we kind of delivered below this gap was terrible. Like I again should have never took this trade, but I did. And I believe I targeted some lows like right here or whatnot. These double lows. Anyways, what you guys will see is us actually just um once these candles play out. Alright, so there it is. So for my strategy, what I like to see is in this case, a 1 minute candle to print below the 15-minute gap, right? So a 1 minute candle to officially print below the gap, which is what we see at 9:05. So 9:05, we get that 1 minute candle to print below the gap. After that, I would like to see a retracement back into the gap, preferably us also rejecting off a lower time frame gap. So in this case, we do here, we reject off this like 1 minute gap, but all I want to see really is just a retracement back up into the gap in this case, which is what we get at 9:06. So we get that at 9:06, and then again, for me to actually enter a trade, I would like to see us again go back down. So go back down and actually pass the initial inverse of the wick. So in this case, us to go past this 9:05 wick would be my entry. Um, but as you guys can see, holy smokes, we have some just like atrocious chop. This was terrible. I should have never entered this trade in the first place. And as you guys can see, I actually do. I get stopped out and I re-enter because the draw is just super clear, and that's when I make my money. So um, you guys will see very soon. uh, Where is it? Like this is terrible, bro. Like no one should be in. Like this is absolutely terrible. But you guys will see eventually we do get um, a candle to go past this wick, which is where I initially enter my first trade. Right here. So I enter here. I also forgot to realize how volatile the markets were. So like this woman in Canada was like 40 points. Like bro, like this is a crazy like very volatile today and very choppy. Two things you don't want to see, right? So I get stopped out here unfortunately because I didn't have a big enough stop loss, and because the draw was just super clear, I had to re-enter the trade. So um, I did re-enter the trade. I think I re-entered like right here. I had a 30-point stop loss, I believe, just to this wick, and I just targeted this right here, these double lows. Nothing too crazy. You guys will see that we actually just on the second time, easily just, hit my TP. So that was very, very easy the second time around, but should have never traded in the first place. Today was not a day to trade for my strategy, for my setups, for my entries, all that. Um, so, I mean, I guess I did get rewarded in a way for following my strategy, but again, like these days aren't the most probable days to be taking trades, and I did pay for it, but I also made it back. So that is how I made 4.3K today trading NQ futures.